let's start the talk started with a little child coming in. So if you could kindly share your this thing, and then I'll later on. I mean, first of all, let me welcome you to this show, Heart
Thank
to Heart. It's a it's a privilege and a pleasure having you here, and you taking your time off for this show. So I would like to welcome Dr. Anubha Maurya Walia. Now, what
you.
is this?
Yeah, it's like my dad's name was Maurya, so that is
Okay,
the center name, and then my after marriage it became Walia.
okay. So
So,
you're from UP or from where, ma'am?
my mom is from UP, my dad is from Ajmer.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, so
So,
having that legacy of,
yes,
Rajasthani.
of two cultures, of two beautiful
Yeah, two
cultures.
cultures, very well knitted, imbibed beautifully, and
Hmm.
that's how it is.
The Sufis and the Nawabs.
Oh my God, yeah. I wish I could, knew very much about Sufi, but yet it's lovely to give peace to your ears and to your mind and your heart.
Uh,
That's there, definitely.
that's it. So tell me, Doctor Saab, as a child, I mean, where did you, where were you born, and how was your childhood, and how was everything?
Oh, lovely to take me back. The walking down the old memory lane is always good. So I was born in Ajmer. I hail
Acha,
from Ajmer.
acha.
And, interestingly, I think I could recall that I was a very, very bubbly, chubbly, and a very high on energy from the childhood.
अभी तक हैं
Huh?
अभी तक हैं
अभी
मतलब
तक
नजर ना लगे.
Thanks. So, yes, so after when I was born, I was in Ajmer for some time, and then with my dad, I shifted to Pune, So the whole family, me, my mom, and my dad, we were in Pune. So he used to teach at that time in Khadakwasla.
Okay.
And yeah, NDA Khadakwasla. And I still remember he used to teach the two very important subjects, the maths and physics. Maths was good with me in my school days, but the physics was really no.
Physics. Yes,
Oh
yes,
my
yes.
God, it was tough. But my father was a gold medalist in both the subjects.
My God.
And well, I was young, so he, appeared for his administrative services. So in 1977, 78 batch, he became into the Indian Defense Account Services professional. So with that element, I could, take up a different flavor of different states and places thanks to my dad. So not only, Pune, Kolkata, Lucknow, Delhi. So like traveling the good part of North was something which I really cherished. And when I talk about, I have two sisters, they are younger to me,
Mhm,
and notorious lot, but the three of us had a, a very well knitted bondage between
mhm,
three of us, and three being all three sisters, you can well imagine how notorious we should be. I was still on a little bit, somehow I feel on a karma side, more calm, more composed compared to my younger two sisters. They were really naughty. They used to do all kind of, small, small snippets, what you can think of doing the young kids, so they will experiment whole lot of things. I was still kind of studious,
mhm.
you know, but that side was so. Thanks to my dad, one was looking at and making a part of different part of state, so it helped me to get to the different cultures. Actually, from Kolkata, I learned about how good you can be with the culture, Indian farm culture. When I talk about, so I started liking dance from there. But when I talk about Lucknow, I liked their nazakat, the ibadat,
Uh, uh,
When I talk about Meerut when he was there, it's like how to be that warm-hearted,
uh, uh, uh,
Uttar Pradesh ke. Then Delhi definitely Dilli Dil Walo ki ek
uh.
बहुत different level देखा है, So it's like this is how it has been going. So Schools were from the KV. I was a Kendriya Vidyalaya product.
Mhm. Ah, that's tough school.
Tough one. Yes, but it was really nice. In fact, seeing a different part of Kendriya Vidyalaya, not only in other states, but also within the Delhi, I could manage to be a part of two different Kendriya Vidyalaya, and luckily I was a very sporty. So I used to
Well,
play a lot of sports like kho, kabaddi, javelin, shot put,
mhm.
so those were the games that were very close to my heart. And then badminton. So because of those school competition, we used to have we're going to different schools, different states, and representing schools. So that's how it was.
Oh, that must have been lovely. Then after that, you went to college, and which college did
Yeah,
you
so
choose?
I was in Lucknow when I did my 12th,
Uh,
and then from there I came to Lady Shriram College, LSR. So
uh-huh,
LSR, I opted a BCom honors because I wanted to do something in merchant banking. Actually, I had
uh-huh,
something in my mind,
uh-huh,
but then the college where I was still trying to understand, I was not too sure about how to work on the merchant banking space. But still, I was just like kind of because commerce I took, I was exploring because science was
uh-huh,
something
uh-huh, uh-huh.
I never liked science.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah, yeah. Carry on, carry on, carry on,
so
carry
yeah,
on, carry
so
on.
what happened was luckily I happened to uh, yeah, I applied various B schools, and in that B schools I managed to go get through Jamnalal Bajaj.
Oh, that's in Bombay.
Yeah, but the sad part was I could not participate in it. The reason was we had gone for a family trip to Goa, and my seat was given to a waitlisting person.
Oh, oh,
So I
that's
felt very bad. That was a very good opportunity. But then, there's always a great thing in your store. So,
something happened for the best. Maybe you were destined for something better.
so yeah, so this is where something, maybe better something in destiny. But then I happened to, get into the Narsi Monji. I did my diploma from there. And then I also managed, I started doing my master's in commerce, but I just did for 1.5 year. I did not appear for my second year exam and
Uh-huh.
I dumped it. But then later I realized I should have done it. So I did my MCom after 10 years of my marriage. So in
Mhm.
2010, I did my master's in commerce. So
Ah,
that's
ah.
how the journey
I
was.
mean,
Yeah.
that is
And then
I mean, your laudable efforts, even studying after marriage and completing things. And how many children do you have, sir, madam?
I just have one daughter.
And
Yeah,
how?
very how big? She's going to be 23 in September.
Oh my God, so it's a friend. It's no longer a daughter.
Yeah, yeah, she's a grown-up lady, I would
That's
say.
sort of plenty.
Yeah, so we both are like on a same this thing, and we
Uh,
walk together too. It looks like two ladies are walking, so it's nice.
yes, yes, and the poor father is in the background
Yeah,
playing the background playing the background music.
exactly. That's the role.
He doesn't stand a chance with two. Mm, mm,
Once the girl is grown, then definitely. Maybe
uh,
after some time, but
mm,
not right
mm.
now. Especially from teen till this, I think 25, it becomes a very, very bonded approach with
Yes,
her.
it does. It does. It does. It
Yeah.
does become one of the pros. Then after Lady Shriram, then you entered.
Yeah,
Uh,
so I did my Nasi Monji, and then after that, I started working actually. I worked with Vista Levelor. They are
uh,
the market leaders in Venetian and vertical blinds. They were very, very popular into the window dressing. And I still remember I was a part of launching the wooden flooring in India. So wooden flooring actually came in 1998, and at that time, very less people were, going for wooden flooring. But when it came in, it became so. I mean, people were using wooden floors, but in a no, like a household periphery, like in Delhi or metro, it was not that much of an ask. It was more of a marbles. But then wooden flooring became very kind of popular, and then slowly and gradually you see now tiles also. But luckily, I was a part of that, trip. And then after that, so there I took up the role of brand management actually.
Mm,
So as I was saying, I wanted to be a merchant banker, but I could not because the recession hit the market and I could not get the place where I wanted to be. I remember it was IndusInd Bank. I did my summer internship,
mm,
and then after that, it's okay. I mean, sometimes it's like you have a flavor, or maybe the destiny is something holding for you, which you don't get to know at that particular time. And then after that, I joined Moody's. They are into certification of ISO standard.
mm,
So they had a collab with ICL certification. So that's how it was Moody's ICL certification. And it was after my marriage actually. So I got married in 2000, and the journey in Chandigarh then happened.
mm,
So
mm.
there I joined Moody's actually. So good 5 years I worked there, and then from there, I joined ICICI Bank. I was on the role of a regional profile, and I managed Delhi, I managed Chandigarh, Punjab, Haryana, periphery of these. So good stint at ICICI Bank. Great
And
leaders I
where
worked
did
with.
you bowl Mr. Walia? Bowl him out.
I met him in Delhi. I
Acha.
met him in Delhi. Yeah, he was in my same organization in Vista.
Okay.
And that's how the alliance happened. Yeah.
So, I mean, it's nice. I mean, you played a good innings. Played a
Yes.
very good innings. And is he still working with you, or is he in business, or is he?
He's got his own business. He's got his business into the space. So, our family is a very small family. It's like my sister, the younger sister, is married to my brother-in-law.
Mhm,
So, two sisters, two brothers in the same family.
mhm, mhm,
And both my brother-in-law and my husband are in the same business.
mhm,
They have architecture and interior designing setup, and they have been managing the various brands like Airtel, Taco Bell, Pizza Hut, Vodafone. So they are some of their clients, Reliance. So they make their office premises, houses, and designing it. So that's what.
You'll be surprised, madam, that wooden flooring is coming back into fashion, even in high-rise buildings.
Oh, wow. Wow,
Yes.
that's nice. Yes, yes,
Uh,
yes. Oh, great. Good to know that.
and there is a company I know of called
Mm-hmm.
EMAAR,
Okay.
MR. So they are using this, but I think it's mainly uh, what you call these sheets, laminated sheets, but
Mm.
again with a wooden touch.
Hmm. Wow,
Mm.
that's nice.
Besides the marble, I mean, there might be granite or there might be something like that. So many things, but
Mm-hmm.
the the bedroom floors are wooden.
Acha,
Ah,
interesting.
ah,
That's nice. That's nice.
ah.
I feel that fashion will never go now, because this is something that looks really classy. It's
Hmm.
quite a contemporary approach, one
हाँ
it's a
वो warmth हो जाती है उसमें warmth.
बहुत ज्यादा एंड इनफैक्ट अपहिल में तो लोग उसी का ही इस्तेमाल करते हैं है ना
हाँ 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 warmth बहुत हो जाती है उसमें बहुत अच्छा लगता है. So that I mean, having stayed in hill stations and you know, hill stations also had a lot of wooden floorings, but
Yes.
especially the hotels, the old hotels
Yeah.
and the other places. But now I think they've switched to concrete. They've switched to this thing. But
Mm.
wood has its own warmth. It has its own comfort, and cuddly, buddly feeling. But
Exactly.
huh. And I think having studied in uh, these schools in the hill stations, we also had wooden flooring because we were mostly scared of the principles tick tock, tick tock, tick tock
Ah,
on the wooden flooring. The moment it started, all of us were inside,
yes. That used
inside.
to be the signal. Okay, the teacher is coming.
Uh, but no, teacher and principals used to pull us out of the bed and spank us, cane us.
Oh my God.
So these are, I mean, this is about wooden flooring. That's the advantage, but it has its own definitely, and it has its what you call attraction. So
Yes.
then after this, you how did you come into ISD, ISD and everything?
Oh, so ISTD, I happened to did my diploma from ISTD in 2012. I enrolled with them.
Mm-hmm.
So, and after that, I wrote a lot of research paper in ISTD, that is, and I bagged five emerging HRD Thinker Award
Ah, okay.
continuously for 5 years. So I remember my guide come, the chairperson of ISTD, Nanditesh Nile sir. He
Mm-hmm.
said that, Anubha, I don't want to see you next year on the dais and writing a paper because again you will take up a gold medal. I said, okay, sir, I will not do that. But then, there was a various kind of involvement in ISTD in terms of not only a researcher, but also a trainer, also, speaker. But then I was not the life member. I was just acting as a, participation into the space of giving away my services. So once one of the past presidents said that, Anuba, you have such a great profile and you come from L&D background. Why don't you join ISTD as a life member?
Mm-hmm.
I said, okay, let me do that. And then I joined and became a life member. 2020, they said, okay, Anubha, why don't you contest as a chairperson? So it's just, I never thought of it, but then I said, I never, truly honest, never thought of it that I will be doing it, but I never gave a heap. But 2022, I said, okay, let me just give it a try. So I filled, there is an election which happens, and I gave my name for ISTD chairperson, and I won, and I became a chairperson.
Oh, that's good. Okay. Now tell me, ma'am, what is this role from ICD which the youth of today can benefit and you know enhance their careers? How does ISTD help anybody? Because it has helped you become chairperson, so you are in an influential position where you can tell the youngsters of today as to how they can, by joining this organization, how they can enhance their careers, how they can enhance their interest and increase their, remuneration. Can you tell us something about that?
Sure. So, in fact, Indian Society for Training and Development is the only institution which is in the space of training and development, which is no one is there in this space.
Mhm,
And the kind of things that they come up with is the one is that their diploma, that is Indian Society for Training and Development, offers a diploma in training and development. This is the only institution in India
mhm.
who provides this kind of course. So a lot of people who wants to take up a career in this particular, profile, they can actually consider them doing the course from here. Secondly, is there is a research law, a lot of L&D research. There is a very great training and development journal with IGTD or ISTD has. So you can publish your work if you are specializing in this domain.
Mhm.
Third is that you definitely have a very good networking platform. And this networking platform, you happen to meet the best of the L&D professionals from India. And I mean, I will be very honored to share this that India International Coaching Federation actually signed up a contract with me. When I was there, we signed it for the entire ISTD to take up as a coaching, and we collaborated with ICF. That was a very big achievement, and a lot of young upcoming youngsters can take up the opportunity because the future is now from
Coach.
in L&D space training to coaching. There's a very beautiful transition which is happening. That really helps.
Mhm.
And definitely, there are small snippets, bite-sized sessions, which is done by every chapter on a regular intervention. And people can join them and, attend and learn from the experts, who are coming and sharing their knowledge. So I think one must. So there's a lot of insight one gets
No, so
from.
I'm learning from you because I am also training people.
Wow,
Yeah.
nice.
I did some my training at the FDDI
Ah,
Federation. No, this is Footwear Design Development Institute in Noida. It had just come into being. And
my daughter is a footwear designer.
oh,
Yes, she
uh,
is. She is an accessory designer from NIFT, NFIT, New York.
okay.
So yeah, she interesting, and she's with High Design, and she's designing purse and footwear,
So she's doing PUV or leather.
leather.
Okay,
High Design is into leather.
okay, okay. Because now the demand, I believe, is yes, high design is leather. The
Yeah.
demand is for bags and this and that. That's what
Acha.
I've just
Oh, wow. Nice,
I
nice.
set up a factory for this.
Wow, that's
Andhra.
interesting.
Leather is, of course, you've got to smell the leather, you've got to test the leather, you've got to cure it and do it. Leather is the
Hmm.
form of these accessories. But I don't know. This of late, this has been taken over after this, banning of this, leather products. But anyhow, she's uh, she's done from not New York and not from this place. So it was an interesting journey there also, where I put them. The students were from all uh, parts of India and all different colleges that had done their graduation, and they were doing a course in retail.
Okay.
Uh, and there was a very famous who was a director, Dr. Parvatikar. Parvatikar, very fine man. Who knew his job. He knew. I mean, he could even talk to the IAS and say, "Bhai, ये हमको ऐसे करना है." And so it was a nice, very nice campus, and I realized that they needed so much in training. Besides, I mean, I was doing training in English. I was giving them training in uh, what do you call personality development. And then, as most of the machines were from China, so I was teaching them from Chinese language also, so that
Okay.
they could be familiar with machines and be able to work with their co-partners uh, properly. So that was one of my things. I think 2 years I did that. It was a lovely what do you call experience. And then I realized what the value of training was. And later they call it coaching.
Yeah.
Coaching kara lo ji, coaching kara lo. Huh?
And
So, so that was that. But yes, what you have done in a very organized sector, training is absolutely essential because it chips off brings in the finer points of the person into his character, and it presents him as a better human being and a better negotiator or whatever that is, or a businessman in the
hmm.
world of commerce and industry. So that it's absolutely necessary. But is it still under the government of India, or is it still uh,
It's a
uh,
society. It's a society.
yes, Indian Society for Training and
Yeah, it's a
Development?
society. It's a part of government only. Yes.
It's quasi government.
Yeah.
पर चलता कैसा है? सरकारी चलता है या does it?
No, no, no. You see the new dynamic team, the youngsters like us actually taking to a different leap altogether. So that's there. It's not Sarkari anymore.
So that time also it was not Sarkari because
Yeah.
Mr. Bahuguna was extremely dynamic.
Oh,
Just,
he was amazing, dynamic leader I have seen. Very nice.
you should just ये करो and it was had to be done.
Yes.
And it was I don't know whether you had any more international conferences after that, but
Yes, there were many, in fact, International Federation of Training and Organization, that is IFTIDO.
Mhm,
We have a lot of sessions. So in the last time I remember, it was in India only in 2020.
mhm, mhm,
2022, in fact, we had IFTIDO in India.
mhm,
And then later next year, last year, it was in Egypt.
mhm.
So every year they have their conferences, which is very, very good, very powerful sessions.
So you get to visit countries also, and you get to see
Yeah,
training
definitely.
training
Why
of other people also. This
Yes,
is also extremely good.
yeah, yeah.
But what which is the mother or the father, concern of this ISTD in Indian society is one, but is there a parent company, parent
No, no, no. This
organization
is the parent only. This is the parent company.
uh,
There is no parent company. So
which has
it's
no
itself is
association
a,
overseas
yeah.
like
No,
others which have?
no, 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 no. No association. Not American Society for Training and Development the way we had. No.
Mhm.
So currently there's no collab with them.
Like you have IGCC, Indo-German Chamber of Commerce, and IACC, Indo-American Chamber of Commerce, all this.
No, no, not
No.
with that, sir. No.
Yeah, that's then it's I really appreciate that because they live in a different world slightly, and yours is extremely down to earth, and
Absolutely.
and you put the person, you give him a flavor of the domestic with the international.
Just revisit what you said. Your voice cracked.
I said you give the learner, you give
Mm,
the learner, the person who's being trained in your organization,
mm.
uh, uh, you know, a whiff of the domestic with the international.
You're talking for Prism or you're
No,
talking for
for
ISTD?
ISTD.
ISTD is India,
Mhm.
not the international. Prism, definitely we do both national and international.
So Prism is your personal
Yeah.
kind of
Yes.
baby, or
Yeah.
is it something
No,
of?
no, no, no. It's my own baby, and we are training in now 20 plus countries.
Mhm.
We have a three verticals into the corporate trainings, coaching, and yoga and wellness.
That's tremendous. And where do you get to travel all these days? I mean, during your training for this with Prism, you go overseas or
Yeah, we go overseas.
go
We've
in?
been to, yeah, Abu Dhabi. We'll be soon traveling to Spain. We've been to Australia. We have done a lot of then Budapest is another one. UK is another one. US is another one.
Mm.
We have done a lot of online session in the various part of countries, the lot of other, from the different part of countries, from Africa, from, Mexico, from US, they have come down here and we have trained these set of people. So a lot of engagement we have done.
Wonderful. That's very wonderful. And I mean, if you keep on with this engagement, I think the, the people who are now on the verge of looking for job ki naukri nahi mili, that at least they should get some inspiration from you and join you and help you.
We give a lot of, so in fact I'll be very happy to share this, that we are so much into women empowerment. We are so
Mhm,
much into the females who have the great set of experience
mhm,
and are in midlife crisis. We help them to navigate their career,
mhm,
and we use their expertise, and we've given a lot of opportunities to them. And because of that, the case study has been published on Prism and me. It's been there on Emerald and Willy.
mhm.
So a lot of institute are using. So we have been very focused onto the women empowerment. We firmly believe in that.
That's very excellent. But is it only for the women or for the poor men also?
But the poor men, I will not say poor men, for the men also, but the number is less. It's a skewed, let me be honest, but it's mostly towards female side. I like that.
देखिए नारी शक्ति is नारी शक्ति.
Nari Shakti hai, sir.
I can't deny that. And
Yeah.
I mean, I would not like to uh, say anything which would harm me in any way or, or or anybody. But it's a fact of life.
It's a fact. It's a
Fact of
fact.
life. So
Indeed.
the so the underprivileged lot are also included. I would not say poor. I mean, the privileged are the ladies, of course, because their assessment of values, their assessment of traditions, and other matters is extremely accurate.
Yeah.
Whereas the others, like us, we have a clouded sense, clouded. We know what is what, but it's clouded.
Yeah.
And where you can catch things easily, we cannot. Let's be very factual. I'm
Mm.
not trying to, uh, please you, but I'm speaking fact.
I understand.
So I hope you, I mean, is it correct or not?
No, that's absolutely correct. No worries. I endorse what you're saying.
So now, after all that, what is the future of Prism besides empowering women? Who else are you sort of, helping?
Okay. So, interestingly, the future of Prism is really bright. We are going very big time. Our coaching is going phenomenally great, and we are now incepting in different other part of the zone and the countries. We had the yoga and wellness. That is something uh,
Mm,
is very powerful of us, and something we are now planning to do it in abroad, because I see that taking the legacy from India, जो हमारे भारत का जो इसका योग का जो शास्त्र है, अगर हम बाहर ले जा सकते
हाँ,
हैं
हाँ, 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 हाँ.
और भी उसको एक्सप्लोर करने के लिए, वैसे तो बहुत कुछ चल रहा है, बट स्पेसिफिकली नॉट ऑन इंडिविजुअल बेसिस बट इन द कॉर्पोरेट लेवल, दैट्स व्हाट वी हैव बीन डूइंग. So that is where we already have in our mind. And coaching is surely that is very strong with us. So we were into the executive and leadership coaching, specifically to a respective sector, but now the sectors are increasing. So that is, we have a
Now,
plan.
what are you coaching? What is your main thrust of coaching on?
Competency based, sir. It's all value based, competency based, belief based of the organization. And we have a certain the tools that we use, but one of the very important tool that we use is our own tool, which is Prism tool.
Mhm,
So Prism is nothing but an acronym. It is prepare, respect, implement, share, and maintain.
mhm,
So
mhm.
this tools gets used very strongly by the experts, by the consultant, by the facilitator, by the coaches, and then we see the change. So we see the effectiveness and the efficiency, how it has impacted in the organization.
And what has been the rate of, what you call success rate of people who have taken your course or who participated in?
We have got 1,60,000 man hours to our credit.
Oh my God.
It's a big number.
Mhm. Ma'am, I just wanted to ask you one more thing.
Yes.
Is that besides you've been training corporate people, corporate officers. There's one thing I have noticed in corporate offices. We have extremely able, capable people, both
Yep.
both gender, but somehow the females do their better job better, of course, but somehow uh, they cannot. There is some kind of fear amongst them that they cannot rise to a certain level. They cannot think beyond certain matters. They are very good at what they're doing, maybe, but they can't think beyond. And if you have to, sort of really grow, you've got to think beyond what you're doing. So, can you give some training on that basis also?
You will be surprised, Alisa. Prism has been training 50 plus genders.
Mm-hmm.
We have been training physically challenged people.
Uh-huh.
And for me, they are not physically challenged. They are different expertise people, to be very
Yes,
honest,
yes, yes, yes,
because they think beyond.
yes,
In
yes.
fact, I will be telling an example of IDBI Bank. And in IDBI, our every session had a specific set of people who were special set of people, right?
Mm-hmm.
And in fact, we learned from them. So I remember one of the gentlemen, his vision was -15,
Mm-hmm.
and -15 chap was actually in a bank and working.
Mm-hmm.
And the kind of, the aspiration he had
Mm-hmm.
was mind boggling. It's like we learned it. If he has such a great thought about life. What stops us then? So it was a learning for us. I mean, then I remember a guy in Accenture.
Mhm.
He was on wheelchair from childhood. He was on wheelchair, and today he's a general manager. I've seen him growing, and he attended prism session. He became a storyteller. He became a a blogger after attending the session. So there was an inspiration not only from our side, but we also learned from him that at that juncture of his life, he became an author, he became a storyteller, he became a vlogger, yet he became a general manager in a company. It's a very big achievement, you know.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
so it's like it's like mutually we have to do it, and I think it's doable. It's not that they are don't want to, they have a special expertise, special insights with them, special talent with them. It's just that we little bit have to nudge them, and we take that
Yes,
outlaw from
that
them.
T point of the golf.
The T point of the call,
You've got
exactly, and you will
that
see you hitting the eagle.
yeah, 18th eagle or putting it in the 18th hole. That's the thing.
Could be,
So
could be.
that is absolutely necessary. And if you're doing that, I'm my hats off, my salute to you, salam to you,
Thank you,
everything. And
thank
I feel that we have a lot of people in our organization also, this NGO Zena, and perhaps we could at some point of time also ask them to come and talk to you, depending upon your time, depending
Yes,
on
yes,
your uh, availability, to as to how they can improve themselves to become better Zenites and better, you know, with Prism. So it would be a nice, sweet alliance, huh?
it will be our honor, in fact.
Where we could learn something from each other. And you see, most of them are, I think, uh, teenage, teenage,
Oh,
and but they're still active. They're still active.
that's
So
nice.
that's really an encouragement, and I think what I'll do is I'll now because you've said so much about so many things, and I mean I'm really amazed at what you've done at such a
Thank,
छोटी सी उमरिया में इतना कर दिया आपने. Hmm?
thank you,
Can,
thank you so much.
can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
हाँ, तो वो कहते हैं छोटी सी उम्र में लग गया रोग. नहीं, वो रोग नहीं है. आपने बहुत कुछ कर दिया. और
अब तो
हमारी
शुरुआत है, शायद अभी तो बहुत कुछ करना है। मैं
अ,
इसे अभी नहीं कहूंगी कि अभी कुछ किया है,
अ,
बट जितना किया बहुत अच्छा किया है, ये तो मैं जरूर कहूंगी, बिकॉज देयर इज अ लॉट ऑफ हार्ट्स वी हैव टच्ड, देयर इज अ लॉट ऑफ चेंजेस दैट वी हैव ब्रॉट इन, देयर इज अ लॉट ऑफ एक्साइटमेंट. सो इवन इफ वी हैव डन an iota to bring a change in people's life, I think it brings a lot of peace within ourselves.
देखिए
How did we do it? Definitely, देखिए, अकेले तो कुछ नहीं होता है, लोगों के साथ से ही होता है. सो एक बार वो जब क्लैरिटी होती है, तो चीजें अपने आप ही होने लग जाती है, व्हेन यू नो द पर्पस ऑफ योर लाइफ. So the purpose is very clear that yes, whatever you have, it has to be shared. That's about it. It has to be shared with the world.
ये
And the
शेयरिंग इज
more
केयरिंग.
you share, the it becomes bigger and bigger.
That is why I say that whatever I've learned, I mean, in my span of years,
Hmm.
I'm training in Chinese and other, mainly Chinese
Yeah.
language. I wish to share as much as possible so that
Yeah.
people become aware कि भाई ये भी एक Asian language है besides Hindi, and it's a language of a very large population. So when I open my sales pitch, I tell them that अंग्रेजी तो जानते हो तुम, हिंदी भी जानते हो, अब हिंदी भी जान लो, भूखे कहीं नहीं जाओगे, भूखे कभी नहीं रहोगे,
Exactly. कभी भी नहीं.
है ना? तो ये चीजें हैं. तो भाई आपसे भाई बात करके बहुत, मगर आपके बारे में कुछ पढ़ना चाहता हूँ, एंड आई एम सॉरी. जितना मैं मतलब इट्स लाइक कहते हैं वो, मतलब को चिराग दिखाना, आईना दिखाना ही बहुत, क्योंकि इस उम्र में आपने, कह रहे हैं रीड इट आउट डॉक्टर वाला.
Sure.
हाँ,
Yeah.
तो फ्रेंड्स, today we have with us Dr. Anubha Walia, founder director, Prism Philosophy, the chairperson of ISPD Delhi chapter and chairperson for Innovative Award for the years 2022 24. She's the first lady chairperson in ISTD Delhi chapter, prolific L&D professional, executive coach, behavioral trainer, and facilitator, yoga and wellness. My God, expert with a rich dossier of 2 decades engaged in various human process intervention is a heading prism philosophy. Now you can go to the site https prismphilosophy.com. Dr. Anubha is a highly accomplished LED researcher in the field of people development. We need people like you, man.
Thank you.
She has played a pioneering role in setting up one of India's best corporate training and executive coaching firm, Prism. Where is Prism located, man? In the same premises as ISTD or elsewhere?
No, no, it's in Delhi. It's in Sarita Vihar. We are not in. So ISTD is at Kutub Institutional Area,
Yes.
and yeah, we are in this part.
Okay, now see, listen to this. She has trained from Prism. This Prism has grown in 23 countries, touching 180,000 man hours of interventions over the course of her 25-year career. She has helped thousands of people and multiple organizations to achieve a favorable professional outcome. Now, when that means outcome, that means production and perform amongst people. That's what I was talking about, Walia, about the performance of the people in the corporate.
Yeah.
So I used to work with, I did some contract work with some leading law company, United States. I found that they were sharp, but they were lagging behind somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
वो ज़्यादा कुछ हो जाता है.
Yeah.
And now I have Dr. Walia has worked at global role as change, engagement, and learning leader with Honeywell also. Honeywell and regional role with ICICI Bank, which was heading the quality and training. This is one of my favorite subjects, quality and training, which I did at Reliance also, Reliance Energy. But I really enjoyed it. Now we we would like our viewers to take advantage of Dr. Walia's expertise.
Sure.
And
Nice.
and it's I mean you don't get such people. You get all kinds of people like Dev Gadvi, Arfin Arfin Khan or Arfin Khan, and many many other people who come on YouTube and talk to you or some another. But this is the first time I'm talking to someone. I'm not saying interview. I'm having a heart to heart chat with Dr. Anubha Walia, and I think yeah, she's extremely nice. Extremely nice is very, very,
Thank you so much for this.
something
In
very,
fact, it's really
very.
nice.
I could.
Yeah.
I have. I have no words.